Hi there everybody, this is Berryman coming to you from Winnipeg, Canada, again with video number 8 of my 10-part video training series, okay? If you haven't already done so, go to globalrenegade.com, subscribe for all 10 free videos, because if you're just looking at this business for the first time, it's going to help you avoid a lot of the BS out there and not waste a lot of time, a lot of money, like a lot of us have been in the business for a while have done. And if you've been in this business for a while, like I was, and you're spinning your tires, not getting results, you're getting pissed off and on the cusp of quitting, you need to check this out because this is going to help you get the answers that you need to succeed, okay? So this one, obviously you know the name of this video, 95% bullshit. Well, you know the name, okay? All my videos stem from the most frequently asked questions I get, and the most frequently asked question this one is why do 95% of people fail? We hear that stat out there like crazy, 95, 96, 98, but the fact of the matter is, that percentage of people do not make a dime in this business, okay? So it's safe to say that 95% of people fail. Now, why do people fail, okay? I'm going to go over that real quick, and then I'm going to explain why this is complete bullshit, well, BS, okay? Top reasons. Number one, marketing. It doesn't matter how amazing your product or service is, how amazing a person you are. If your marketing sucks, guess what? Your results are going to suck, okay? If you're out there doing some old school marketing things like making a names list, throwing flyers on cars, trying to invite people to group meetings and stuff like that, that stuff doesn't work, okay? It just doesn't work. It may work for a very few amount of people, but the numbers that you have to get to succeed in this business, that's just strictly Stone Age crap that doesn't work, okay? Training, okay? This brings us right back to that. I remember, I'm not going to name names or anything, but I remember I got on board with probably my 6th or 7th leader in the same company, something like that. And I finally thought, yes, this is going to be awesome. What was the first thing they had me do when I started my training? Go over the products and services, go over the company, get to know all those little details and everything like that, okay? If you're doing that, that is such a waste of your time. I'm going to let the cat out of the bag right now. That's such a waste of your time. If somebody that you're thinking about having join your business as a customer or a prospect or a business builder wants to know any of that stuff, guess what? It's on the website. It's somewhere else you can redirect them. You don't need to waste your time with that. Get them to check it out by professionals who have done it. Don't waste your time, okay? Hey, kitty. Sorry, my cat's meowing like crazy. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, third one, system, okay? Everybody's heard this before. You need a duplicatable system. If you don't have a system that can be easily passed on to people and complement people's strengths and their weaknesses, then you have nothing, okay? And finally, the fourth reason why 95% of people fail is effort, okay? If the effort isn't there, guess what? You're not going to get the results. Now, let me explain this. The reason why people fail a lot of the time is because all the hype in this business, okay? You can work such little time and be making a gargantuan amount of money, okay? Just retarded hype. $250,000, 6 to 12 months. Yes, that is definitely possible. I know that for a fact. However, people think they can do that by working 1 or 2 hours a week. No, not going to happen. Not at first, okay? It's like going to the gym. Let's say I want to get ripped before I go to a trip. I go to the gym for 2 days. What the hell? I don't have a six-pack. I'm not huge. Screw this. This working out stuff doesn't work. Same thing with this business. People will be in it for 2 months and all of a sudden say, oh, you know what? This is BS. Okay, if that's the case, you know what? You need to get over yourself and you really need to put some effort into this. That's all there is to it, okay? So, top reasons why people fail. But that is not actually the case, okay? 95% of people do not fail in this business, and I'll prove it to you right now, okay? This is complete BS. This is complete BS, okay? 95% of people don't fail. You know why? Here's the fact. People do not fail, people quit. That is all there is to it. People do not fail, people quit. They simply refuse and do not go for what they want and get the results or get the answers they need to get the results they want before it's too late, okay? Now, why do people quit? Simply because they don't get results. Like I said, they could be in it for 2 months and they don't get the results they want. They could be in it for 2 years and not get the results you want. Doesn't mean you fail, okay? You quit. Come here. Come here, sweetie. Kitty, come here. Sorry, I don't know what's going on there. Anyways, so, where was I? Oh yeah, so if people have been in the business for 2 years and all of a sudden they just say, you know what? This is it, I'm done, I failed, okay? Yeah, they can throw themselves at that statistic, they can blame everybody else, they can blame all this stuff, but that's complete BS. They didn't fail, they just gave up. Flat out quit. That's all there is to it. Okay, now why do people quit though? They don't get the results they want? I'm going to tell you why they don't get the results they want. Motivation. That's all there is to it. Nobody would quit this business if they had the right motivation, because then they would get the results they want. Now let me explain motivation, okay? This is not motivation like the just typical write out your goals list and all that stuff, okay? Hold on 1 second. Sorry, she wants some attention. So anyways, this is not just going out and writing your goals list, okay? Because yes, it's nice to say I want a new car and I want a new house and all that stuff, and yeah, it feels good at first, but guess what? All that material bullcrap just completely subsides and the motivation drives off, okay? That's all there is to it, okay? So, I'm going to give you 2 tips right now, extremely important tips on how to get a motivation for you that will actually get you to succeed in this business. Number 1, people will always do more for people they care about than they will ever do for themselves. Let me repeat that and pay attention. People will always do more for themselves, or people will always do more for people they care about than they will ever do for themselves. Okay? Now, let me give you an example myself. One of the huge motivations for me in this business is to be able to retire my mother. Okay? Now, she's not even close to retirement, which means I got time, but at the same point, we're well on our way. Okay? So my mom will be able to just quit and live off of basically what I'm providing for her, okay? So that is a huge motivation for me. That's something that gets me up every single morning and just in my guts, I know feels great, okay? And I have a whole bunch of other motivations like that for people I care about, like my nieces and nephews, being able to pay every single one of their way through university if that's what they choose to do, okay? That is huge motivation for me. That's outside of myself. Yes, I wanted the whole car and a house and everything, and I got the house, and sure, we got a car, but you know what? That wasn't what did it for me, okay? That's not what did it for me at all. It was the other people that really motivated me, okay? So ask yourself, who do you care about? Is it your wife? Is it your husband? Is it your kids, your grandparents, your parents, nieces, nephews, anything like that? And find a goal that gets you up every single morning that you can feel in your gut and gives you goosebumps to think about, to motivate you to get you to do it, okay? Now, that was number 1. People always do more for people they care about than they'll always do for themselves. Number 2. Okay, now number 2 is right there, set a deadline on it, okay? You really need to start setting deadlines on it because yes, it's really nice to have a goal that really inspires you, but if there's no deadline, guess what? It's open-ended. That's why a lot of times, like say for example, this is completely unrelated, but tax time, okay? Tax season, everybody's rushing and everybody does everything last minute. Okay? Because they know if they don't, there's going to be consequences. Well, think about that one too. Set a deadline on your goals and get a goal that actually does have a deadline. Like say for me, the thing that really got me going, like I said, I've been in and out of this business for 10 years. Started when I was 21, okay? Now my goal when I was 21, I always thought by the time I was 25 I'd be set. I'd be completely retired, financially set, everything like that. Didn't happen. And then I dragged my ass for another 4 years. And finally when I turned 29, I was like, okay, I'm going to be 30 right away, and there's no way I'm working for anybody else when I'm 30. No way. And that's what finally got me to drive and actually do what I needed to do in order to get myself into that position, okay, to retire before 30, okay? That's what I did, because there was a deadline there, and I knew it had to happen soon, and all of a sudden the fire was just lit under my ass, and it happened, okay? So get a deadline, okay? So there you go. Huge, huge false out there is that 95% of people fail. They do not fail. 95% of people quit. Don't be one of them, okay? If you're on the cusp, don't be one of them. Get in contact with me. Find a leader who can help you out and get to the results that you want. But first of all, you got to find your motivation, because if you don't have your motivation, guess what? You're not going to take the action. So find something you can do for people you love and find something with a deadline, and I guarantee you, you will see the results you want in an extremely short period of time, okay? Because you'll have no choice. That's all there is to it. You have no choice. You can't give yourself a no. You'll have no choice. Right, Kitty? Okay. Anyways, wow, that was a bit of a rave. Sorry about that. I'm just really passionate about that one. And anyways, okay. So that's video number 8. Number 9 is on its way very shortly. If you have any questions, as always, please feel free to contact me anytime, and I'll help you out any way I can. Okay? Say bye, baby. Bye. Talk to you later, guys.